again. Race him in the sand, buck him in the mud, drip a cowboy's sweat, bleed a cowboy's blood.
I'm Zeke Thurston, 2016 World Champion Saddlebrock Rider, and you're watching the Pepper Stewart Show.
You did. I don't know why, but you tuned in again. Boredom must really have sunk in, but that's what happens. A lot of stuff for you guys today. A lot of good stories, a lot of good content. We got a great interview. We're going to tell you about that. The haunted house, we talked about that before. I was going to go stay in a haunted house. It's supposed to be a real haunted house. Went and stayed there. We're going to tell you about that. We've got your cattle news, cattle stories coming up. We got a great interview with Woolaroc up in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. They got a great event that comes up every year. We're going to tell you about that. PBR happened. Some people won, some people lost. We'll tell you about that. And your favorite odd news, we've got all of that. But what we've also got in studio, guest host today, the one and only Courtenay DeHoff is here.
That was quite the introduction. Thank you.
That's it.
I'm here just to give my unsolicited opinions on things.
Opinions and expert advice.
Yes.
Because that happens here a lot. Because I'm no expert. But that's what took place. I don't know what you did lately, but I went and we do some bovine and equine consulting. So we were looking for some calves and looking for some horses. Mm-hmm. So we went all day. We left out Saturday morning, took off, went to Emory, from Greenville to Emory, from Emory to Red River up north near Bonham, then back to Foster's, see what the wife's buying at the junk sale. Then all the way south past Palestine to Elkhart.
So you're busy.
At 4 a.m. on Sunday morning.
And it was so hot. It's so hot right now in Texas.
It was hot.
Oh.
Sales don't have air conditioning.
You're a trooper.
There's no air conditioning
never.
in a cell anywhere. But the Woolaroc, we're going to talk about that, the Woolaroc. We're going to talk to Kaci about that. So check out this little clip here. Tell you what it's about a little bit.
It's time again for Cow Thieves Outlaws Reunion, September 28th at Woolaroc. It's going to be a tremendous evening. We've got 2 bands, we've got 4 restaurants, we've got artists that'll be selling their wares. We have a fireworks show set to music, and 900 of your very best friends. Cow Thieves Outlaws Reunion. It's the best party in the state of Oklahoma.
Get your tickets today at woolaroc.org.
You want to be there. That's a great event. So you're going to be there. But before you go to Woolaroc in Oklahoma, let's go further north to Montana.
Oh, I like Montana.
Because there's a show that's taken the ranching world by storm.
It has. It's taken Hollywood by storm.
And it's Yellowstone.
It is. Oh, I'm a Yellowstone fan.
You've been watching, haven't you?
I have. But I think we need to talk about, because I agree with you. You said season 1, we were all sort of like, we wanted to commit, but we're very opinionated. We want things to be right. But now I feel like season 2, man, everybody is just all in on Yellowstone.
And they are. And you've got the writers for the show were the same guys that done Sons of Anarchy. Mm-hmm. And I watched that. Mm-hmm. And the way that kind of played out and the kind of stuff they're doing now is kind of reminiscent of that. But I mean, it's action-packed every week. Now, you may have to overlook a few things. Mm-hmm. But the storylines is good.
Yeah, I feel like season 1 compared to season 2, I feel like they're doing a better job maybe of making sure that it's a little more realistic. But we notice things. Like if you pull a cinch wrong, we notice.
Yeah.
If that Angus bull suddenly looks like a bucking bull and it's supposed to be the same scene, we're like, wait a minute, that's not right. But no, I'm hooked. And the grand finale of season 2. I don't know what's going to happen.
It's coming up, and we talked to Forey. He plays Lloyd on the show. And we talked to him. We asked him about, the little things that you notice, and he said, "Look, guys, it's Hollywood. That stuff happens. It happens in all genres, whether it's police shows, and hospital shows. All that stuff happens." He said, "Just be glad that the Western way of lifestyle is the #1 show on TV."
100%, 100%.
And so you have to overlook some stuff, and that's what he said. He said, I told him, hey. We may not do this way or do this that way, but when it comes down to time and money, there's a few things that slip in there. You know, you may catch Rip riding around in the pen, riding a cutting saddle 1 minute, next minute he's on a roping saddle. And
I've never looked at the saddles.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They were out working cows one day, and he's riding a cutting saddle.
Oh no, I'm not. It's like once you see it, you can't unsee it. Okay, I'm gonna have to
have
to really watch.
And I was like, what is the world?
I've noticed a cinch pulled wrong once or twice, but that's just it. I mean, you look at the biggest show in television, Game of Thrones, was it Game of Thrones that they left a coffee cup on set. I mean, it happens, people. And I think, there has to be a certain amount of Hollywood in there too, because it's not just for us, cowboys and cowgirls and ranchers. It's for everyone. And I've seen a lot of celebrities like tweeting about, celebrities that have no affiliation with like the ranching way of life, tweeting about how much they love it. And I mean, Kevin Costner, he's bomb. The whole cast is great. I love it. I'm so in on it.
And it's just one of those shows that every now and then one comes along, and it just sucks everybody in. And you're like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
And just like the last week, and then you have a few things. There's some things that I've seen people talking about on social media stuff that the language at times is out there, far stretch.
It's not child friendly, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what my mom always says, this isn't very kid friendly. And I'm thinking, some of the words I've heard while we're working cattle would give old Rip a run for his money.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. Yeah. So.
But the recent episode they did save us the mannequin scene, so we didn't have to see that.
I know.
We didn't have to see that. So other than that, it was pretty good.
Yeah, Beth pushes the limits.
Yes.
Beth pushes the limits on a lot of things, but I did like that scene. I will say this, from season 1 to season 2, I wasn't a Beth fan in season 1. I was like, I don't know about her. This is a lot. She's pretty extreme. I'm Team Beth now. I'm Team Beth. And
another thing about her is she's an English actress.
I know.
So she has killed her English, or she's still speaking English, but she's killed her
accent, her
British accent.
Isn't it funny though when when they interview them, when they're not, and you're like, oh my gosh, she's she's British. It makes you really appreciate the actors, because I'm not real good going back and forth between accents.
No, but I mean it's made for good TV. They've renewed it for a 3rd season.
Yes.
So, but of course this will air after the finale. So
right.
What do you think? What do you thinking happened?
Should we make our predictions? Okay, so a couple of things. Someone on my social media, I do reviews on my social media occasionally, just ranting and raving about how much I love it. And someone said, I think that Rip might die trying to save the little boy. But then Rip's such a pivotal character, I can't imagine that they would kill him off. However, do you think there'll be a cliffhanger? Do you think that they're going to leave us thinking someone died?
I think so. I think they're going to get up to the very end, and they're about to reveal, and then that's it.
Oh, I hate it when they do that.
You got to wait till 3rd.
We'll be watching season 3 if they do that.
Yeah, and then a lot of people was like, well, did the Beck brothers take him, or did the did the one? The one thing I saw was when they blew up the meth house.
Yes.
Did that one guy make it out?
Oh, I don't know. I assumed he didn't.
Because the one guy that's run out the door as the house blew.
Yeah.
Did it get him?
Oh, surely he's a goner. Surely he's a goner. I don't think they're players. I don't know. That would be a twist, though, because we just assume it's the Beck brothers.
Right. Did the one guy show up to the house looking for Jimmy, find the kid outside?
Jimmy, I love Jimmy, but what a mess. He's just always causing havoc.
And then the other thing people ask is the girl in the bunkhouse. Where'd she
Avery.
go? Yeah,
Avery. She literally just disappeared.
They were saying, well, did she go back to work to make money to pay off Jimmy's debt?
I don't know. Do you think that do you think Avery will reappear in season 3? I just assumed she would just was written off the show and we'll never see her again.
I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know if she'll make a return.
Well, here's the thing. I will tell you this. If they need a new bunkhouse girl, I am available.
Right.
I've been campaigning hard. So far, Taylor Sheridan has not called me to cast me.
Well, he did move down the road. He's in Weatherford now. They moved to Weatherford, so they're close.
I was just in Weatherford, and nobody told me this. I could have just accidentally shown up at his house.
There you go. They're close.
So he lives in Weatherford.
Yep.
How am I just finding this out? All right, well, I'm going to have to make a trip to Weatherford this weekend because I know they're already shooting season 3.
Yeah.
So I need to get in there and before they get too far along.
Well, yeah. You got to get in and get established.
I'll even be an extra at this point. I could be an extra in season 3, and then he could write me into season 4.
And they can do that. That's what happened with Forey. Forey Smith, the guy that plays Lloyd, when he first come on, it wasn't a big role at the time.
Yeah.
And he's worked his way into a permanent role.
I saw an interesting, I think it was on Yellowstone's Instagram, Ryan Bingham, the singer.
Yeah.
He was brought on to do the music.
Right.
And then Taylor said, well, you know what? I'm going to write you a role. And it was kind of funny because the way Ryan says how it happened, he's like, yeah, he looked at me and he said, I'll write you in. And if you are a terrible actor, we'll just write you out. And he's, he had a long run and he was kind of a pivotal character there for a while. And maybe they'll bring him back. Who knows?
You never know.
Yeah.
They might do it.
He did a great job.
That's Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
But up next, we got cow stuff. Cow stuff. It happens all the time, every day. Cows, they do stuff. But in the cattle news, if you're as I always tell you all the time, if you're looking for your market reports, go to pepperstewart.com, click on livestock markets, and there's a ton of reports for your cow prices. They're there. And if they're not there, from your local sale barn, tell them to get with me, that they need to be there. So do that. A lot of talk come up here recently with the new trade deals and trade wars and the beef with China deal. And there was this big deal happened. It was going to be the best thing ever since sliced bread. Nothing happened. Now we got another deal that came out the other day that everybody's all excited about, beef in Japan. But what I'm telling people is slow down. Slow down, because the first one didn't happen. Wait and see if it happens before you get excited. Let it happen. And then after that comes out, we get another little nugget that comes up here from China. And so now China is making a major play for American farms. So China's coming after your farmland. And, the American farmer, they settled back in 1862 with the Homestead Act. So everybody was farming. You come in, you got your farm, you're set up, you were farming, but that day's over. There's no longer you're going to show up with a pitchfork and become a farmer. Farmland's expensive. It's about $4,000 an acre. And, most farms run about 1,000 acres. And that doesn't happen anymore. Now, you got your big farms that produce corn and alfalfa is your biggest crops, and we're not even eating the corn. The corn's made for other things. So what's going on now is China's moving in, trying to pick up farmland here in America. And not only that, they're trying to take over some sale barns and packing houses. So they're just going to come over and just bottle up and do it themselves. They're like, look, the trade thing's not working out, so we'll just come buy you out. They're just going to come over and buy everything.
Interesting. But it'll be interesting to see what happens because, like you said, I see these headlines pop up and they spread like absolute wildfire. Mm-hmm. And I worked for the media, so I know how these kind of bubble up. And then 6 months later, everyone's like, no, wait, what happened to? Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if any of that comes to fruition.
Well, yeah, and a lot of the cattle groups and cattle things that I'm in, that and I'll put these stories out and I'll put them out. Everybody, you'll have comments from all spectrums.
Right.
But within a week or two,
everybody's forgotten
gone.
about it.
Yeah.
We've moved on to the next.
Yeah, and it's gone, and something else is going
headline.
on, and there's nothing ever comes of it. So
yeah.
But what comes of stuff is your stolen cows. Stolen cows, missing cows. We got a few of those for you here from Texas and Oklahoma. So let's kick it off in South Texas. You got 17 head of cows missing from a property 30 miles north of Laredo on Highway 83. The 17 head of crossbred steers branded with the J-O. I thought it was a J-Lo. It might have been Jennifer Lopez cows. On the left hip. Then you go further south to southeast Texas. This one here, I'm kind of leery about this one. They reported the theft of 2 head of cattle from a property in southern Austin near Wallace, sometime after July 23rd. July 23rd to now is a long time to be looking for your cows. Now they entered unlocked double steel pipe gates to steal 2 tan Brangus Jersey bull calves weighing about 175 pounds. Nobody's stealing Jersey calves. You can go get a Jersey calf at the sale barn for $20.
Well, they obviously are worried about it because they're still July 23rd, like you said.
Yeah.
If they were stolen, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. And then another thing too, the coyotes. How bad your coyote problem? Did the coyotes come get these calves and drag them off?
On 175 pound, they're not very big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably drug them off.
Yeah.
Now we got another one here in Oklahoma, in Glencoe area of Payne County, Oklahoma. 12 mixed black and red Angus calves weighing about 600 pounds with yellow number tags in the right ear. 6 black and red 2-year-old Angus heifers with yellow custom ear tags bearing the owner's name and number. But I don't know the owner's name and number, so if you happen to see them, I don't know what to tell you.
That's super helpful.
They kind of left that out.
Minor detail.
Now, the black heifers are going to have a circle with 4 points branded on the right hip. Okay. But if you see some cows with yellow ear tags with names and numbers, it could be them.
We don't know who to tell you to call.
Because we don't know who they are.
We don't know who you are. Well, there you go. In Northeast Texas, we're going back to Texas. They've reported cows missing from a property in Red River County sometime after August 14th. 3 4 to 5-year-old cows, yellow, black, and tiger stripe. They've got a JW brand on the left hip, so JW brand on left hip, and purple numbered ear tags in the left ear. Purple tags are pretty popular.
Yeah.
But
you spot them.
There you go.
But always, if you run across something, you're not sure what it is, you think it's stolen, you don't think it's stolen, you see something suspicious, always call the Cattle Thief Hotline, and you can remain anonymous.
I like that. Cattle Thief Hotline.
Cattle Thief Hotline.
There you go.
Call them up. All right, we did tell you about Oklahoma at Woolaroc up in Bartlesville. They've got a great place to visit out there, and they have great events that go on all the time. And one of these events that they've got coming up next month, the Cow Thieves and Outlaw Reunion, is always a great event to check out. And with that, on the phone, we've got Kaci Fouts right here with Pepper and Courtney. Kaci, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
We are doing great. So this event y'all have got coming up next month, the Cow Thieves and Outlaw Reunion, this started way back in 1927?
Yes, it did. Yeah, by Frank Phillips.
And what was his idea? Just to have a big party for everyone, or how'd that kind of come about?
Yeah, for those who don't know, Woolaroc was founded in 1925 by oil tycoon Frank Phillips. So we are now a 3,700-acre wildlife preserve. We're home to bison, elk, varieties of deer, longhorns. We've just got all kinds of animals, and a 50,000-square-foot museum. Also, Frank Phillips's historic lodge. So he started the party off in 1927. It was basically just to get people together from all walks of life. So he got his ranch manager, Griff Graham, Pawnee Bill, who helped stage Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, and the Miller brothers from the 101 Ranch to help him put this together. And he just invited a bunch of people, lots of cowboys, Native Americans, outlaws, ranchers, area businessmen. Everyone was invited. And there was only 2 rules at the time, and that was just to check your guns at the gate. And all people were granted 24 hours amnesty. So for the people that were coming in that were, bank robbers and like that, they actually were granted 24 hours amnesty from some of the sheriffs and everything that were invited as well.
That had to be one interesting party.
I bet it got wild.
To show up.
Yeah. And it's still interesting. There's still some people that come in that are, colorful folks. So everyone gets really dressed up. Lots of cowboy attire, lots of original cowboy attire. Real cowboys come. It's about 900 of our closest friends that attend that event. So we've got 2 bands that are coming this year: Steel Wind and Big Time Grain Company. There's 4 different gourmet dining options for people. Lots of artisan vendors. We've got about 12 lined up that do everything from pottery to knife works to jewelry and leather pieces. And there's also a huge fireworks display at the end.
Okay. Now, is there hotel and lodging there for the people that come to the event?
Not at Woolaroc. We're located right in the heart of Osage County. So it's about 12 miles southwest of Bartlesville on Highway 123. So there's lots of lodging that's downtown in Bartlesville. You can stay at the Price Tower. There's some really neat rooms that you can stay there. It was built by Frank Lloyd Wright. It's also the Hilton Garden Inn is right down there too, and it's great to stay at as well.
Cool. Kaci, it sounds like this is a really great opportunity for cowboys and cowgirls to kind of come together, but you don't have to be a part of that Western lifestyle to attend. Is that right? Anyone can kind of attend?
Oh, yeah. Anybody can come. We've got sponsors from all over the place. Our sponsorships range from $1,000 to $20,000, and we're really excited about that because this is our biggest fundraiser of the year. This helps, maintain our grounds. It's helped with renovations of the museum. It's helped create our walking trails and just countless other things. But, anybody can get a ticket. They're available online at woolaroc.org, or you can just call our main line. 918-336-0307, extension 11, and tickets start at $75, or you can go ahead and grab a table of 10 for $8.50.
Cool.
Sounds like a deal.
We should go.
Yeah, you should go. Please come. It's pretty fun. I promise, it's the best fundraiser you'll ever go to. It doesn't feel like one. It's just a bunch of people getting together and having a good time.
And it does. It sounds like a great time. Sounds like fun up there in Oklahoma. And Kaci, we appreciate you visiting with us and letting us know a little bit about that. We aired the commercial here earlier to kind of tip folks off, and we appreciate your time.
All right. Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
If you missed the last couple of weeks of PBR action, you missed Houston. They were down in Houston. Had a great event down there. We had our photographer and our camera crew down there with Bar MC Media. Got a great video for you guys that we've been sharing around on social media. So be sure to check that out. But also, this last weekend, they were in Nashville. And this is what happened. You had Dalton Casel come in there and won round number 1 and number 2 to get that done. But the man with the plan, Marco Iguchi, come out and won the show. Brazil has been killing it in the PBR, and they're continuing to do so. And with that, we've got the winning ride from Marco Iguchi right here with 86 points on Berserk.
Wow! Credit Marco Iguchi for handling everything and the kitchen sink. Marco is moving on.
I really like this ride, and you see the bull get hung up in the chutes a little bit as he comes around. He's a little too close. You can see he doesn't have the room he would like to have. But what I like is the way this bull keeps changing the game. He tightens it up, he loosens it up, he kicks hard, he doesn't kick, he just keeps changing, and Marco has an answer for everything.
I love the way Marco could stay focused through all that, because there's a lot of steel in front of him.
You're right, focus and fight. How much does it mean to him? The last time we saw him in this sort of groove was back at last year's World Finals, where he...
All right, getting it done. And with that, be here at Arlington for the Global Cup. It's going to be here before you know it in 2020.
Nice.
It was a good event last year. It's going to be a good event this year. Don't miss it. Also, don't get scared, because I went to a haunted house. A real haunted house. They said it was a real haunted house. And the history on this house, I probably should have brought that with me, because that would probably help. But
and I was going through my papers, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm glad you're talking.
It's an old house it went from being a brothel to a speakeasy. At one time, it was used as a hospital.
So it's got history.
Yeah. And it's alleged that there's tunnels under the house that go to the main hotel in downtown there at Mineral Wells. And what's that big hotel called? I can't think of it now. The Bakers. Yeah, there's tunnels that's supposed to go from that house to the Baker Hotel.
I don't like tunnels. I'm already out on the tunnels.
So we went by the Baker Hotel, and apparently somebody bought it and they're renovating it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing a big renovation, so we couldn't go inside.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't get to sneak around and look at that. We did stay at this old house. Now, the people that recently bought this house, I guess a couple years ago, they're big into paranormal. They're into the paranormal stuff.
Oh, so they bought it up on purpose.
Yeah, so they bought it on purpose. And they've got this house set up with cameras everywhere. And what you do is you get the house for the night, and you and up to 10 people can come stay the night in this house.
So they don't do they live in the house too?
No.
Okay, so they're just renting it out to crazy people like you.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the wife's big into that haunted stuff, and she watches all the haunted stuff and into all this haunts and and scare stuff. So I'm like, I gotta go.
You just do what she says.
I just gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm there. And so we get there, we meet the people. They've got a control room set up in the kitchen, and they've got this huge screen of cameras, like 20 cameras in the house. So you're watching everything. And what's funny is after about the first hour, everybody forgets.
Oh yeah.
That they're on camera.
Because you're.
Oh yeah. And that's
this
hilarious.
Is like reality TV.
Yes. And it was hilarious. Like, what is he scratching there? What are you doing? You're on TV. You're in front of the camera. So I mean that stuff was funny. But there was a few things that had happened in different rooms. But the one thing they caught on camera they sent us back is actually the guy who owns the house.
Okay. So you stayed the night in this house?
Yes.
Okay. And you get to see all the footage afterwards. Oh, I'm intrigued.
Yes. And they had, and the house is set up. I mean, they've got old dolls in here. There's old dolls.
I am so out on this.
The one room we went into, it had like the twin dolls.
Nope.
From kind of like the Shining dolls with like white face.
Did you sleep? Did you get any sleep?
I did.
I'm out. I'd have one eye open all night.
I did. I finally went in the living room, just laid on the couch, went to sleep.
Yeah.
It was kind of dim. They had it dim in there.
Mm-hmm.
All the lights worked, so you could turn the lights on.
Yeah.
So a few times I just walked and turned on the lights. I'm like, turn the lights on, guys. What are you doing? But they won't turn them back off for the element. You know,
the ambiance.
Apparently, ghosts only come out in the dark.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. So.
All right.
So they had it on. It was a fun time. It's one of those deals where you could say you went, and you were in a haunted house. You spent the night in it. And the one video, you got that one video of the guy's wallet. Now, the guy who's talking is the guy who owns the house. And if you'll watch his back pocket and watch his wallet, you'll see it move. Now, did it fall on purpose? Or did the ghost? There's some children that were hung there.
This just keeps getting worse.
There were some children that were hung there. And apparently the kids are the ones that run around upstairs in the playroom.
Okay.
And so the premise of this is the one kid that runs back and forth in the room, run back, hit his wallet, and then it set off the the little whatever they call
their
them,
ghost
things.
detector.
Yeah, their detector thing.
Yeah.
And it sets it off. And that's what the video is right here.
Josh, who the hell's trying to pickpocket me? So I'm just trying to grab my wallet. Oh. Ooh, there goes the horsey. And look, same time too. Thank you, Josh.
So yeah, that's kind of stuff that happened.
I have so many questions. So you showed me this video before we went on. I didn't realize that you had stayed. I thought this was just something you found on the internet.
No.
Okay, so I was being super. Now I'm gonna be. Now I have so many questions. Okay. So this was the guy who owns the house.
Yes.
Where were you when this supposedly happened?
I was downstairs in the kitchen, just watching all the cameras.
Okay, so you're just watching the cameras. Okay. Did you notice it when you were just watching the cameras, or did you only notice it when they sent it to you and said, "Look at this"?
I didn't notice it until they'd come downstairs, and some people that were up there with them had said something about it. But with all the cameras going all at one time, it was hard to
because your eye.
One. Yeah. And so what they did is they go back the next day, and they watch all the footage. And they sent me a bunch of clips. Mm-hmm. Some of the clips they say they can hear things like kill them, something like that. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear it. Yeah. I didn't hear anybody saying kill them in the videos. The only video that had anything at all was that one that you could really look at and see.
So when you showed it to me the first time, I said, "Oh, it's just a wrinkle in his pocket." And then we watched it again, and then I was like, "Okay, maybe I could see." He didn't really move, and he kind of reacted like, "Oh, what was that?"
Yeah.
Do you think this was staged?
Well, see, that's what I don't know. That's what I was saying. That's what I had brought up whenever they sent it to me. I was like, did he just have it set there to where it would fall?
It would be interesting to talk to other people who have stayed. Do you know any other stories about other people who have stayed in this house? Does everyone have an experience, or do some people be like, "Yeah, no, we saw nothing"?
A lot of time, nothing happens.
Or they're like, "Yeah, that guy's wallet moves every time." I mean, I'm just so intrigued.
The stories that I've heard from other people that stayed and other videos and things, nothing's happened. People go stay and nothing ever happens.
Oh, you worked up the ghosts.
So, did something happen?
Okay, so do you and your wife have any chills, goosebumps? I mean, was there just anything that you thought that was a little weird?
Well, what was weird about that is I was up there with him in that room before that happened. I went up there on the first tour. They took us up and they show us all the stuff. And then after about 2 hours, they leave and they've got a camper outside. They go stay in.
So if it all just breaks loose, at least they can hear your screams.
Yeah, so they can hear you screaming. And plus, they're monitoring the cameras too until they fall asleep. And so when we were up there in that room, that guy he was like, I've got chills, and you could see the chill bumps all up his arms.
And you can't I know a lot of actors. Like, I don't know anyone. I don't think you can just make
chill bumps.
You can't.
Up.
Yeah, no.
And it was really weird. And I was like, that's weird.
But you slept. Everything was.
Yeah. I didn't sleep long.
So intrigued.
But it's the Haunted Hill House in Mineral Wells. If you want to go stay there at any point, you can look them up on the internet. They have tours all the time, and they have the special event deals where you can get the house for the night and bring up to 10 people and do your own.
Was it just you and your wife?
Oh no, we had other people. My brother and his girlfriend.
So the whole family was going to be wiped out.
We
if the ghosts attacked,
we were all done.
Yeah, the whole family.
We were all
It was nice
done.
knowing them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it was, I don't know. I'm skeptic on that stuff, but also my deal is, it's like a hornet nest. You see the hornet nest outside, and do you just look at it and leave it alone, or do you hit it? Mm-hmm. So, if there's supernatural stuff in here, do you really want to go in here and stir up a bunch of stuff?
Right. Not particularly.
So I'm just like, I'm here.
You just kind of would chill.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have a seance or bring out a Ouija board. I mean, I'm here. We're all here. If something happens, it does. If it doesn't, then that's it. I'm not gonna entice it.
Right.
If
you're not egging it on.
Yeah. I'm not bringing it to myself to take home, because that was one of the things, was that there's one of the owners of the house at one point was Satan worshipers, allegedly.
Oh, this house
and so they brought some demon spirits into the house.
Oh, great. Of course they did.
And so there's supposed to be some demon spirits that follow you home.
Oh, even better. So now they're in your house.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not enticing anything to follow me.
Oh, no.
Anywhere.
No, you don't want that. You don't want to bring that into your house.
At all. But what you do want to bring to you is Pokemon Go. Do people still play that?
I didn't think so, but apparently they do.
Pokemon. There was, up in Washington State, a trooper was checking on a disabled vehicle. It's like, I guess this car's broke down. Let me go see what's going on. So he walks up to the car, and this guy's playing Pokemon Go on 8 phones at one time.
8? I didn't read that part.
8 phones. He's got 8 phones going, playing Pokemon Go.
First of all, who has 8 phones?
Right.
I can barely afford my one phone. I have to buy it used on Amazon because I can't. Why 8 phones?
8 phones. And he's playing Pokemon
that
Go.
That takes texting and driving to all new levels.
So he didn't get a ticket because he wasn't actually on the phone.
Because the cop was just flabbergasted. He's like,
and he's probably thinking, I'm like, that's still around?
Yeah, no, I didn't think Pokemon Go, when it first came out, it was hot, and people were walking into traffic like it was a disaster. But it seemed like it lasted for a week, and then we moved on to the next thing.
I didn't hear about it for very long at all.
Well, obviously, this guy's playing it for all of us.
Yeah. So they told him, it's probably a good idea to put your phones in the back seat while you're driving around.
All 8 of them.
Before something else happens.
Oh, people have way too much time on their hands.
What if you had an old pair of shoes that you could sell for $50,000?
I'm never that lucky. Let's be honest. That kind of thing would never happen to me. But this guy, it did.
This guy in California, he got $50,000 for an old pair of shoes. But they happen to be extremely rare, a prototype from Nike from 1972.
Okay, that's cool.
So he had an old pair of prototype running shoes from 1972. And they were given to him when he was 25 years old, and he was in the 1972 Olympics trials. He was in Olympic trials.
See, I like this.
So Nike's like, hey, I got these shoes. See if they make you run faster.
He's an Olympian. You know what? He might deserve the $50,000 nowadays.
Put them on and go.
Yeah.
Only 12 prototype shoes designed by Nike were ever made, and 10 of them were given to the athletes that were trying out for the Olympics.
I like it.
And he sold them for $50,000.
Man, that's something. I'm going to go home. I got to peek in my closet.
See if you got any prototypes in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I definitely don't.
You never know.
I definitely don't.
You ever watch Friends?
I did back in the day. I'm not one of those people who rewatches Friends. But yeah, I loved Friends. I remember back in the day, you had to watch TV when it was on.
Right.
You know?
There was no recording TV.
Yeah. Like, I remember. I don't remember what night it was on, but, like, my family, that was the thing we did. And we didn't have cable or anything. So we watched Friends. Yeah.
You watched?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, we got another marketing scheme 101 here. There's an internet provider that has posted a dream job for somebody that is a diehard Friends fan that is willing to binge 25 straight hours of the sitcom for $1,000.
For $1,000, I would binge watch Friends for 25 hours.
It doesn't say bathroom breaks, but I'm sure they're in there.
Yeah.
Of course, now you could pause it. It's 2019, just pause TV.
Yeah, this is like a binging era, though. Like we're conditioned to binge, so I feel like this is fairly attainable. And Friends is a good show. It'd be different if it was like some terrible, like children's show you were forced to watch for 25 hours. But I'm available.
Well, they've got an ad out there. This company, and if you can watch 24 hours, there's 71 episodes. As you watch these 71 episodes, you are going to live tweet your experience.
Okay, so you're going to need a phone charger nearby, for sure.
Oh, yeah. They're also going to give you a Friends fan pack.
Oh, there it is.
With a T-shirt.
Oh, there you go. You get a T-shirt.
And a mug, because you're going to need the coffee.
Yeah.
To stay for 25 hours watching this. And then you get a free subscription to Netflix for a year.
You know what? Netflix just keeps raising their prices. I think this is a heck of a deal.
They do. But you've got to know what pivot means.
I just recently tried to move a couch out of my apartment. I definitely know what pivot means, and I did not do any pivoting. So, I can tell you that.
If you got that down, you're done. Applications are good up until September 3rd.
I'm going to sign up. Let's see. What do we got? I got Wild Donkeys. Do we have time for Wild Donkeys?
Wild Donkeys.
California. Oh, bless. You never know what's going to happen in California. Well, they've got wild donkeys just running rampant, at least according to one woman. She's picking up her kiddo from daycare in Moreno Valley. I don't know what part of California that's in. Not sure. California. That's all I need to know.
That's it.
But she spotted a group of donkeys gathered in her neighbor's driveway, and they were just wreaking terror on the neighborhood. They knocked over a trash can, and they were eating the trash. Say it ain't so. Only in California would something like this make the news. But, donkeys are ornery, and they can be mean sometimes. So
they can.
You got to watch them. But, yeah, that's basically the story. She captured video of the herd going through the neighbor's trash.
Just get something to eat.
Yeah.
They were hungry.
Hey, always.
Turn them out and let them eat.
Like big raccoons.
Yeah. Big raccoon.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about this, I guess, on a previous episode, the Paramount Network's feature of I Am Patrick Swayze.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a really good show.
Yeah.
It started from his childhood up through his acting, his dancing. Apparently his mother was like a world famous ballet dancer.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was his deal, was doing the ballet and working his way up through dancing. And his career nearly ended because of all these knee surgeries and things he had. He just pursued it. He was a calf roper. He rodeoed a little bit. He always wanted the Western way of life. He liked that. When he got out there in California, they told him he was crazy.
Always.
Because he was going to move out to the country and have a little place for the horses and stuff. And so, it was a pretty good, I want to say like a documentary.
Yeah.
Just kind of on his life from up until, when he passed. And it was a great show. So if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it.
Yeah, it's on my list. I haven't seen it. But, Patrick Swayze was just such a captivating human being. You even just watching him on the screen, I can only imagine what type of a person he was behind the screen. You couldn't look away. And the fact that he was like a cowboy and that just makes it even better. We shouldn't be surprised, really,
right.
That he was raised in that lifestyle.
But it was good. It was a good episode.
I Am Patrick Swayze.
You need to watch that.
Adding it to my list.
Add that to your list. Also, what you guys need to add to your list is where to find Courtenay at. She's on the interweb net.
Where to find me? Yeah. So I do most of the action is happening on Facebook, and it's just Courtenay DeHoff TV. My first name's spelled a little funny. I always blame my mother. It's French. We're not French. It's Courtenay, E-N-A-Y. But if you just type in Courtenay DeHoff TV, if you get close enough, it should pop up. You can also find me on Instagram at Court DeHoff, and I have a website. If you're so inclined, you can just spend a whole day creeping on Courtenay at CourtenayDeHoff.com. But no, I really use my platform to spread, good stories and news about what's happening in the world of, rodeo, Western way of life, just all the great people that make this community so special. So yeah, check it out.
And with that, everything else going on with the show, check it out, pepperstewart.com. As always, on Farm and Ranch TV. If you have somebody that needs to see it, tell them about it because it's free. And everybody likes free stuff because it's worth every penny. And with that, there is another show coming out that we're going to have to check out. You got a lot of horse stuff going on in this because apparently Rambo has gone Western.
You're dealing with an expert with guns, with knives, with his bare hands. Rambo was the best.
I finally came home.
Uncle Dad!
To defend the only family I've ever known.
You must really want this girl.
All she's got is me. She's coming home. You started this. I'll end it.